I have good news, everyone. If it gets to the Breeders' Cup turf and the Europeans haven't had a winner, we're about to have one, because we always win the turf because the Americans can't train turf horses. Well, that's the theory anyway. Let's have a look at some statistics for the 2007 renewal. And Barry Faulkner, who we call the Oracle here on all the W's at theraces.com because he's just got so much brain, will talk us through them.
Well, again, good field size, solid runners generally. Longest price winner, Lashkari, 50 to 1. I imagine you were on that, Matt. Shortest price loser, Dancing Brave. Remember that race?
Oh, the Brave.
What a wincer.
Not as bad as the Derby, though.
No, but I don't know, nearly as bad. Favourites, 8 winners from 23, 35%, but you'll still be doing your dough on that odds-on shot.
Shocking.
1 winner from 5, big losses on your money. Looking at top trainer and jockey. Top trainers here, Aidan O'Brien taking across Dylan Thomas, of course. Sir Michael Stout in there, Sideburn Sorrow in there, Andre Fabre in there. And top jockey last year, Frankie, moved himself to the head of the jockeys list with 3 wins on Red Rocks, back again to challenge this year.
It is just a European benefit, the Breeders' Cup turf. Thank you very much to our American counterparts for putting the race on for us. Let's have a look at the form guide.
Now to cut down the leaders, the 3 Aidan O'Brien runners battling it out, and here comes Dylan Thomas and Kieran Fallon to head Duke of Marmalade, racing inside the last 200 yards, and Dylan Thomas is galloping into the history books, the first horse ever to win back-to-back champion stakes. It is Dylan Thomas and Kieran Fallon who wins the Tattersalls Millions from stable companions Duke of Marmalade.
Mission approved in front. English Channel will have to try to squeeze through on the inside. Oh, it's so tight. Here comes Stream of Gold on the outside. But here comes English Channel with a determined run through on the fence. Stream of Gold there on the outside. And English Channel has just muscled his way to victory in the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic Invitational.
With a big run, Scorpion going through down at the rail. Red Rocks on the grandstand side coming home gamely, and even Better Talk now joining them on the outside. But now striking the front is Red Rocks. Red Rocks the leader, Better Talk now coming at him. Red Rocks going on from Better Talk now, but it's Red Rocks and Frankie Dettori to win the turf. Second will be Better Talk now. English Channel finished up.
It was a great win for Red Rocks. Can't believe he's good enough to win it twice, Red Rocks. Dylan Thomas, even money favourite. Well, of course, Curlin got beat at Monmouth Park. Curlin, the great dirt horse in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Dylan Thomas goes on grass. The only negative I can find for this horse, Jason, that he's a great big horse and the bends are going to be fairly tight. But other than that, surely he's outstanding.
No, he is outstanding. Make no mistake about that. Dylan Thomas, I can't look past him at all. If the bends were to catch him out, and I don't think that's going to be the case. Red Rocks is always there to pick up the pieces. I think it's going to be the guaranteed English winner of the night, and Dylan Thomas, I honestly cannot look anywhere else.
As we know, Barry, Americans, they can't train turf horses, so presumably absolutely no chance of an American turf winner.
Well, I agree. For once we agree, Matthew, I think there's going to be an English winner this year. And I think it's going to be English Channel.
Oh my God! It's one of the most ridiculous selections I've ever heard.
I know you said that earlier on, and I'll tell you why. Horses coming back to the Breeders' Cup didn't perform well year after year. Better Talk now came second last year after winning it back in 2004. English Channel was the only horse that was up with a pace last year, ridiculous early pace, and he hung on there and stayed on into 3rd place. His form this year has been absolutely rock solid. He had 1 blip behind Grand Cruturio, who's another one who was a big price I could see running a decent race. But I think English Channel is good enough to rattle the Europeans. And at the prices, Dylan Thomas is just very, very, very short for me.
Do you think? I think he's big.
You do?
I think he could be like 1 to 2 for this shot.
Yeah, I mean, the stats weren't very good as far as the odds-on runners in the lineup, but
Dylan
Thomas,
by
he's tremendous. He's just a wonderful individual.
He's going to get hammered as well. I mean, the other thing with Dylan Thomas, he's going to be no secret to them over there. I mean, the American punters who will take your view that it's going to be a European horse, they'll all steam into Dylan Thomas. And there might be other ones around there. Champs-Élysées, Red Rocks may well get ignored on the board. But I just think Dylan Thomas is just going to be too short a price to have a go at. He'd be the horse I'd love to play him underneath in me exotic play. But
you know, English Channel destroys them in turf Grade 1 races. The moment he comes up against proper horses at Group 1 level, Europeans, i.e., he gets stuffed every year at the Breeders' Cup. Gets stuffed.
Well, I think he will win the race.
Okay, extraordinary. Better Talk Now, by the way, goes for its 4th consecutive run at the Breeders' Cup, been around the block and got the T-shirt. Jason Weaver's tipped up the winner, hopefully, of the Breeders' Cup Turf 2007, Dylan Thomas. Barry's had a nightmare, I think. English Channel. If you want a little tidbit, though, the real English Channel is 21 miles wide at its narrowest point. That's equivalent to 14 runnings of the Breeders' Cup Turf.